Benidorm town is split into two pieces, according to Daily Mail. How much of a truth there actually is? Brand new skyscraper of 26 floors will open its doors in spring 2026, which is going to be a part of Port Benidorm Hotel. Let's discover in today's video all the latest details and update of its grand refurbishment. Plus, the situation in tourism right now, how busy it actually is, how expensive it actually is, the weather forecast, and everything that you should know if you're planning your holidays in Benidorm town, Costa Blanca, Spain. Let's dive into it. First of all, let's talk about the tourism update. As you all know, we are already hitting the end of June. Last week of June is here, and this is the busy time. Today is actually the beginning of summer in Spain. It's the solstice night, and on this night, it's the shortest one, and it's when Spanish officials say, okay, now we are in summer. This night, we will celebrate the night of San Juan. There's going to be a big celebration at La Cala of Finestrat, right at the end of the Poniente beach. If you cross the mountain, that's where La Cala Finestrat is located. There's going to be a giant party, DJ sessions. There's going to be face painting for kids slightly earlier. There's going to be yoga class. There's going to be different types of entertainment and live music up until like 12, 1 at night. A lot of people will be on the beach celebrating, having dinner, jumping through the waves, just enjoying a loveliest night outside and seeing if it will bring them some good luck. So there's going to be quite a bit of action today around Benidorm and Cala Finestrat. There's going to be a police presence too to make sure everything is safe. No glass is allowed on the beach because it's very dangerous. No lights like live candles or something lighten up like bonfires. Nothing like this is allowed. But plastic cups, plastic plates, bottles, and all of this food, tables, chairs, all this is allowed actually. And electric candles too might be a great option. So plenty of people here. Some of the busiest and also some of the most expensive months are coming to Spain. July and August officially are the top most expensive months to come on holidays to Spain. But even so, it is really, really busy out here. Trust me. And you can actually see it in our daily videos from Benidorm, how packed up Benidorm is right now at the end of June. Let's go with the two main news. One of them is about Benidorm being split in two, which is the news that we received from Daily Mail. As you know, UK press, like British press in general, they are very, very pending on some of the most popular touristic destinations for the British tourists. And every single time something happens, they just echo it and show it in their newspapers. They know there's going to be quite a big audience about it, which is why they do it. This time in Daily Mail, they've shown that Benidorm is split in two, and they were referring actually to different types of tourists being in different parts of Benidorm and not willing to mix up whatsoever. For example, Spanish tourists staying in the old town and Poniente Beach, and British tourists preferring, or like more international tourists overall, preferring the new town and specific parts like the Levante Beach, or for example, the new town as it is, right? The Rincon de Loix, etc. And they were saying that tourists never ever mix up, and a lot of people say this is true, but honestly, we're here to let you know what exactly is going on and how much of a truth there actually is in this article. Because a lot of the times, international newspaper articles about Benidorm do not have truth in them. This time, they ain't wrong, honestly, because it is true that some specific parts of Benidorm are more beloved by national tourists or other types of tourists from other countries like Norwegians, Belgians, people from Netherlands, French people, people from US, etc., etc. Like the old town, the Poniente Beach, the classic traditional city center. These parts are beloved mostly by national tourists, obviously, and those who do not like partying that much. So it is true that there's one type of tourist there, and the other type of tourism is on the Levante Beach all day long, or in Rincon de Loix bars and entertainment area like the British Square, the Strip, etc. So what is happening is kind of true. However, not entirely, because tourists mix up on the beach. It's not like Spanish don't visit the Levante beach. They do, and in mass, the same as tourists. On the Levante beach promenade, plenty of tourists mix up as well, national and international ones. So it is a little bit how it actually is, but not entirely. The newspaper states that Spanish tourists are avoiding the areas where British are, mostly because these tourists do not respect the area. They're going shirtless and topless all the time. They are drinking all the time. They just the behavior is not the correct one, and they are some people. When they're drunk, they're urinating by the pharmacy doors. Like there's just unpleasant situations a lot of the times, and you just need to remind constantly to put the t-shirt on when you're going inside of the establishment, like a pharmacy or bank or a shop or whatever you go. And the thing is that it's not always true. There is bad behavior in different types of people. It doesn't matter if you're a tourist, if you're a local. Sometimes locals behave poorly, other times it's tourists, or both of them at the same time. The nationality is not everything, honestly, and it is true that international tourists do get more drinks and they do tend to go to all these nightclubs and entertainment show places. But at the same time, there's tourists who behave perfectly fine. So you cannot just say that Spanish hate tourists because tourists behave badly. That's not the case. What Spanish do not like is the type of holidays that Spanish have is not the type of holidays that international tourists want. Why? Because Spanish are absolutely tired of the sunshine. A lot of the times they bring umbrellas with them. They go into the shade. They don't like to be heating up on the sunshine the whole day long. They go to typical Spanish restaurants. They like more like culture, viewpoints, sightseeing, nature, sports, etc. So the type of tourism is slightly different, which is why people just don't cross with each other, because there's different areas of Benidorm prepared for different types of tourism. But that is perfectly fine. It is logical. It is normal. This is a big town. It is a city considered, and it has a little bit of everything for everyone, which is why it's more than perfectly fine that some people prefer Old Town, others prefer the city center, others the beach only, others the Rincon de Loich and the British area. And it's absolutely all right. There's nothing to be ashamed of, as some newspapers try to say that Spanish try to avoid British and British try to avoid Spanish. Might be the case at some specific points, but overall, it's just different. The taste is different, the types of holidays is different, the areas are different, the preferences are different, which is absolutely and totally fine. And there's also quite a bit of tourists, honestly, who want to mix up with the Spanish vibe, who are going to the old town on purpose, visit the traditional city center, use the public transport, travel around the villages nearby Benidorm, which we've also shown you quite a lot of these here on the channel. Guadalest, Altea, Albir, Villajoyosa, Alicante, plenty of these. We've just seen the touristic sightseeing bus, the two-story bus, pass by on the street, and it was full of people. So people do love to explore typical Spanish culture. So it's not always as newspapers tell it is, although there is some truth in it. And now let's continue with the last news, and it is about the brand new skyscraper of 26 floors that is emerging nonstop in Benidorm town in Rincon de Loich, right next to the Levante beach. And this is the part of the Port Benidorm Hotel. We've been doing quite a few videos of updates on how the building work is actually going on. But this is, as you can see on the screen, this is the second part of the Port Benidorm Hotel. And this hotel is already really nice. We did a full video about it, which you can find in the playlist, Benidorm Bayana video playlist, that's called Benidorm Hotels and Campsites. And there, just search for Port Benidorm and you will be able to see the rooftop terrace review, cocktail snacks review, plus the full hotel review for you guys. And hopefully once they finish the complete refurbishment, they will let us film it back again, so that we would show you how it looks like right now. The official opening date is settled for spring 2026. And if everything goes really smoothly, it's going to be for that date. Hopefully it is. And this is going to be a brand new building which has several areas, as it's seen right here. There's going to be different areas such as brand new wellness, expanded wellness area. There's going to be an exterior swimming pool, brand new. There are several parts, which is Sky Tower and the Iconic, which will have the premium rooms, premium accommodation options on the top floors from 21st to 25th, 26th, more or less. There's going to be 5 gastronomic areas like restaurants, bars, cafeterias there, brand new common areas, lobby. It's just going to be a full brand new experience, and it's going to be a way bigger and better hotel than it already is. And something that you do not know just yet is that not only do you have a brand new building, but they will also make a complete refurbishment. Not that it was bad, it was an incredible hotel. We loved the style of it, but they still will do a refurbishment in the existing part of the hotel, which means that the whole entire 2 buildings, the brand new one and the slightly older one, will become one same building area, and it will have exactly the same design in it, which is going to be incredible and amazing. I know a lot of you guys prefer this hotel. It's right at the beginning of the Levante beach, just a few steps towards the seaside, close to the Mediterranean Avenue, to all the public transport, to the beloved bars and terraces. And it's just a lovely place that so many people are visiting. So this is definitely something great, with an absolutely full refurbishment and face wash that this hotel will have. Not the only one, there's plenty of hotels that are changing something. Hotels are getting to notice that there's so many refurbishments going on that people just switch to the hotels that are brand newly refurbished, that had some design like remake, like a remix that looks nice, fresh, Mediterranean, with some interesting style to it. So people are switching to these hotels more now, which is why many hotels in Benidorm are doing at least some kind of changes, even though these are minor ones, to attract tourists to these hotels that have not been refurbished just yet completely. And now let's talk about the weather forecast of what is going on right now. This is a very difficult week, and not the only one. Probably from now onwards, there's going to be some more difficult times. There are alerts every single day in Spain right now due to heat and extreme temperatures. There's around 10 communities, comunidades of Spain, that have these types of alerts with temperatures of more than 36 degrees, with a real feel of 40 and even more a lot of the times if it's a humid, like Mediterranean area by the seashore. So it is a very difficult weather right now. Not that it's like this all day long. Obviously, in the mornings it's all right. In the evenings it's great. These peak temperatures are being reached on midday, like between 1 and 3 p.m. That's when it's the maximum heat out here, and this is the time us locals are avoiding at all costs to be anywhere unless it's for work purposes, obviously, or if you need to go specifically somewhere. But then we protect ourselves with sun umbrellas, we protect ourselves with sunglasses, sun hats, cold bottles of water, sunscreen, etc., etc. If not, that's absolutely impossible. And this is what's going to be happening this week and the next upcoming weeks probably too. Temperatures here are around 33 degrees, 34, but the real feel a lot of the times when it's higher humidity levels is of 36 and 37 perfectly. So yeah, we need to refresh ourselves way more often these days and stay careful with this extreme sunshine. Take necessary precautions and don't go outside to spend long hours on the sunshine on midday, because that's when it's the most dangerous. That is also why the water temperature is skyrocketing right now. In the Mediterranean Sea in our area, it's already more than 25 degrees. Probably by first week of July, we'll hit 26 degrees water temperature. So we'll see up until when the temperatures will keep increasing. And also, this June month, 2025, is the warmest in the whole history of Spain. This is the worst month. Last year, it was incredible. It was amazing weather. But this year, we are back for some reason. I guess it's cyclic. We are back for some reason to a very hot summer everywhere. South Spain, Andalusia, and Murcia will hit more than 40 and 43 degrees. Here is 32, 33, but with a real feel slightly higher than that due to. So stay safe, but still try to enjoy your holidays. Thank you for accompanying us in today's latest Benidorm news update. Wish you a lovely day, and we'll see you here on the channel with a brand new video very soon from the sunny and hot Benidorm town. Bye.